Just a few days ago, a shooting that left a woman dead and a 9-year-old injured took place. This was the third incident that week and occurred only in one part of the country. How do you plan on lowering gun violence and protecting the citizens of America?
Yeah, so the fact that it's still January and we've had so many shootings, obviously it's a huge problem. So the way I will plan to do is any assault high caliber weapons should just leave. We don't need them. I don't know why we have them. And if you need them to hunt, then you're bad at hunting. And then I plan to really restrict who is allowed to use those guns. So if you want to hunt, you have to work for that right. And like driving, you have to get your license, and I want to do something like that where they have to work up to those rights.
Brady?
I don't think we should take away any guns, but I feel like we should have stronger background checks, as we all have the same goal to better the gun violence situation. We just have different ways of going at it. I feel like I said, the gun background checks, and every 2 years or every 1 to 2 years there should be a background check, so we keep up on these people or the bad people who have guns, or if you committed a crime after you bought a gun, we can keep up with that.
Okay, Brady. According to NASA, carbon dioxide levels are at the highest they've been in 615,000 years. What are you going to do to ensure to your voters are safe from the possible effects of climate change?
I truly believe that climate change is a myth. I've seen articles of NASA saying the opposite thing, that icebergs aren't melting. And I've seen a whole bunch of articles deferring that. So until I feel that there's an actual problem with the climate or anything like that, then we'll take action. But as of right now, I feel that it's just the way the Earth is and how it is on its axis right now.
Nathan, you were shaking your head. You seem to have a different opinion.
Yeah, so climate change is very much real. Scientific evidence has proven that it is real. But the thing that confuses people about it is that it grows exponentially. So right now we still have increased like temperature by a lot relatively. But if we let this go, then it will increase to a situation that we can't go back from. So I believe the first thing we need to do is teach people like Brady that this is a real problem that's happening. And then we can get everyone together to help this cause by like bringing organizations together and creating new organizations that we can help to stop the effects of climate change.
So is the climate change problem in America or everywhere else in the world?
It's everywhere.
So how are you going to change China?
So that's.
I mean, like I understand changing ours, but our EPA levels have been going down since 1975.
That's not true. It's proven that.
Well, I've seen proven. Okay, so then there's really no definite answer because there's so many articles saying this way, and there's so many articles.
Right. That's why it's
the other
confusing.
way.
But scientific evidence.
So until there's definite proof, how can we say either way? But there isn't. How is there not? How is that when there's 100 articles saying the other thing?
Those articles do say if you research big organizations like NASA who have the technology.
But I've also seen NASA say other things.
But they haven't. I promise they haven't.
But I have because I've seen it.
Show me an article.
Alright. I'm not gonna look it up right now, but.
So you don't think improving America would?
America's
help
already
overall?
been improving. How are you gonna sit here and say it hasn't when there's been laws that cars can't go over a certain level? There's been laws that factories can't go over certain levels. I mean, if you look at a picture of any city in 1975, you can't even see the clouds in the sky because they're small, whatever the heck it's called. But now it's clear. So America's fixing, but I'm saying that the problem is it's other countries. How are you going to get those countries to change?
Well,
that's the question.
That's the thing. We are actually one of the last to try to do things. So countries like Switzerland are already trying to do so. And if big world leaders like the U.S. and Russia start doing these things, then we can convert other countries as well.
Okay. I'm just sitting here, how are you gonna make, because they're gonna do what they want regardless. And that's the battle, is getting those people or those countries to change.
It's the same thing with countries like converting communism and stuff. That's Russia led China to do so, and vice versa. We just gotta convert them, but first we have to work on the Americans that don't believe in the facts.
Okay, Nathan. 63% of voters are said to be pro-choice. What is your view on abortion, and what are you going to do to progress your view on this matter?
So I believe that I, as a male, don't have the right to choose for the woman's viewpoint. So I am pro-choice, and I believe that because I have not experienced pregnancy or will never experience pregnancy, that it's not my right to choose.
I'll never experience pregnancy, but it's not your body, it's a separate body inside of you that will be a human. That's my thing.
So you're pro-life.
Yeah.
Do you have an opinion?
I feel like it's not my right to choose, so I'm pro-choice.
I'm not gonna repeat myself, so.
Okay. Many of those deported are forced to return to dangerous, turbulent environments, and deportations have resulted in kidnapping, torture, rape, and murder. What is your view on this matter, and what will you do to help those people?
And the question that you say kidnap and murder, what does that exactly mean? Like, where are they kidnapped? Or where are they murdering?
Just in the process of getting deported back to their own country. They're being taken away, and then some of them even being murdered.
Like by who? Who's murdering these people?
Cartels.
Well, the cartels aren't the American government. So how is that? How are you gonna sit up here and say that when that's not even ICE or the police that are, I mean, they're just gonna do what the law tells them to do, which is deport them. And most of the illegal people that are in the country won't get deported unless they do something stupid that gets them caught by the police. Or just anything other than that. Like, because you won't get caught unless you get pulled over and the police runs your name and you show up as an illegal, okay? So people who are illegals in the country won't get deported unless they do something illegal.
Nathan?
Yeah, so like most of the people who are coming over to America are coming from conditions, like you said, with rape, murder, and just high crime, like especially like Mexico and those in the close to the equator areas. So they do come over and try to search for a better life here in America. And I believe that just because they're not Americans, they're not people. So I believe that we should help them because they are people and they do have to right. But you know, there is something to be said. There are a small amount of bad people coming over to America. So I do think we should look at it closely, but I don't think we should just put them back into the situations. We should help them and not put them into like camps here. We should find a way to figure out how they can get their life in America.
Okay, do you guys want to give a closing statement on your overall opinions and views?
Finger looking good, 513, represent.
Anything else to say, Nathan?